Nearly 100 World War II veterans departed from the Arcata Eureka Airport today for the second North Coast Honor Flight. News Channel 3 reporter Kay Racine was there bright and early to see the vets take off.
It's a 7-hour flight to D.C., but for some of these World War II veterans, 7 hours is nothing compared to the amount of time that they've been waiting for an opportunity like this one.
I had no trouble getting up this morning because I knew what I was going to be doing. It's like a dream.
This morning, Donald's dream came true.
I had heard about the memorial, and I had, in a sense, given up. There's no way I'm going to be able to get to that.
But he didn't give up, and today Donald and 96 other World War II veterans will see this.
World War II memorial. Yeah, I want to see that.
Donald is 88 years young, going on 89 next month, and served in the Navy during World War II inspecting aircrafts.
I felt that I needed to help, and the little bit I did was little, but it contributed to the whole picture.
Donald is one person of the 16 million who served in the U.S. military during World War II.
They are, as everyone knows, a remarkable generation. They gave selflessly to this country, and it's time to say thank you.
The North Coast Honor Flight has taken flight on the North Coast at least twice so far, and North Coast organizers say the number of flights are dependent on the number of applicants and individual and organizational contributions.
You meet these guys, and you know, they're guys that are in their late 80s, and when we get to Washington, D.C. and get to that memorial, they're young military people in their 20s.
You know, I'm looking at all of these, quote, old people, and it's just, these people are what made this country what it is.
Now, the honor flight is only a day-long trip, but for some of these World War II veterans, the memories that they get from this flight will last them a lifetime. At the Arcata Eureka Airport, Kay Racine, News Channel 3.
Thank you, Kay. Well, the veterans will be arriving around 8 o'clock tomorrow night, and North Coast Honor Flight and airport officials say there will be banners, bands, and bunches of people welcoming them back home. If you want to join the welcoming crew, Republic Parking System will be offering free parking tomorrow evening.
Nearly 100 local veterans got the experience of a lifetime. They visited the memorial that honors them in Washington, D.C. News Channel 3's Matt Mendez joins us live in the studio tonight with the warm welcome that they got from family, friends, and even strangers as they arrived back here in Humboldt County. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Betsy, that's right. They certainly did get a warm welcome. Those 97 World War II veterans aboard the North Coast Honor Flight. They were greeted with banners, flags, and music as they stepped off that airplane. Residents celebrated and showed their American pride as World War II veterans entered the Arcata Eureka Airport last night. The vets arrived around 9 o'clock after spending one night in the nation's capital. The expenses were paid for by the nonprofit organization North Coast Honor Flight. Veteran Gordon Lewis recalls his trip.
We really enjoyed watching the changing of the guard, and I had seen it once before, but this time was much more impressive, and a couple of families presented wreaths apparently to soldiers of their family who had died. We saw the caisson taking someone else out to be buried, but that was really great. And we had a good trip home.
The North Coast Honor Flight organization says it has already taken 136 local World War II veterans. It plans to have one more final flight either later in the fall or next spring to take more veterans who haven't been. And Betsy, let me tell you, that's just such a great way to honor veterans.
I know, and it gets me all verklempt. I just love seeing that. So glad that we could be there last night, too. All right. Thank you very much, Matt Mendez.